Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have my bestie from day one, this bitch right here. And I'll list her Instagram in the bottom so you guys can check her out. She's my best friend, so why not? I'll put my Instagram down there as well because, you know, you all want to follow me. From my last video, I got a lot of positive response about my story times. So this time I'm going to do another story time because why not? I love story times and I have so much things to say. And this one we're going to be talking about, what are we going to Ghosts! Our paranormal experience at my motherfucking old haunted house, which my mum still lives at, so that's crazy, isn't it? If you don't believe in ghosts, you will after this, because I'm telling you now, they are real. They are real. Are they real, Ashleigh?
What are you doing?
Cupping your little cute face. So, just to give you a little bit of background information, I lived with my mum for a very long time, up until I was about 16, 17, and then I moved out. But during them years I lived there, I lived at this house since I was 6 years old, so that was about 10 years I lived there. And from day one, since we first moved in there, shit was going on. Like, something is wrong with that house. Like, the first day we moved in there, we all was sick, like very, very sick when we first moved there. We was throwing up and everything. I think there must be a reason why we all had, like, as soon as we moved in, we all was very, very sick, like throwing up and everything violently. There's something evil in that house. I didn't want us to live there from day one. I tell you that now. By the way, guys, we're having drinks, so
Pineapple.
join us, take a glass, because for this shit you need some hardcore liquor. Even though this is Malibu and pineapple, not really that hardcore, but. So our backstory is basically, when we first moved out, obviously we got sick and stuff. Like, I was like the worst, which now I think about it, I got haunted the most. So he wanted me to die. I'm telling you, whoever the fuck it is, and we had proof there was a ghost in there. I got one of my little friends, because I was a little pussy, I made her go downstairs and record everywhere, and she caught a ghost in my dining room, and there was a fridge behind it because our fridge was so big it couldn't fit in the kitchen because it wasn't really that big. Our fridge was in the dining room, and just in front of it we caught a ghost, and he was literally like an old man, and he had wrinkles everywhere, and he was staring right at the camera. It was so creepy. It was real, not edited or nothing. It was taken on one of them shitty little Motorola phones, so there was no way that could be fake. Like, I didn't know how to edit or nothing there. So loads of things started happening and stuff. Like, my mum thought my dad came downstairs and went through the back door. She saw him wearing a dressing gown and everything, and she was like, okay, he's been outside in the garden for long, because we have like a pond and a waterfall and stuff like that in our garden. So she thought he was going to feed the fish, and when he didn't come back for such a long time, she went to go outside to check on him, and the back door was locked, and she was like, why would he lock the door behind him? She went out, checked there anyway, and she went upstairs, and he was in bed, and she was like, why did you go outside in the garden? He was like, I haven't even been up yet. So she thought it was my older brother. She went and asked him. He was like fast asleep, knocked out. I think he went drinking the night before or something, because he was dead. Yeah, and it wasn't him, so that creeped her out a little bit. But we've seen like an old lady standing in the back of our window when we was in the garden, like in my dining room window looking out. She'd be there, and it creeped all of us out, like creep. But that's nothing. That is nothing. Literally, like, we'd be laying in bed, and like I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I'd hear like a carrier bag sound, like rustling on the floor. But when you're a kid, like, you always think it's your imagination, like running wild with you and stuff, which I suppose it could have been. But after things started happening when I got a lot older and I understood a lot more, I know it must have been something creepy. My brother moved out and I moved into his room, and my mum decorated his room, made it all pink and stuff like that for me. And the first night I was in there, I woke up in the middle of the night, and basically the door, the handle, my brother broke the handle off his door so that we couldn't open his door from that side. So when you shut it, because it was a really hard, stiff door, you literally would have had to pull the handle down to actually get in. So he broke the handle on the outside off, so no one can come in the room when he's in there. Sneaky motherfucker. The door could not get open from that side. So when I've woken up in the middle of the night, I could hear the door opening, and I'm facing the wall. So I'm facing that way and the door's there. So I'm laying facing this way, and I've woken up and I can hear it opening, and I can even see the light on the wall. So I don't know why I didn't turn around, but I was so scared, and something told me I can't turn around. And I was laying there facing the wall. I was so fucking scared, and then I felt like a foot go onto the bed, and I was like it's like I knew that I shouldn't like turn around or nothing, and I just closed my eyes, and I could feel it climbing over me. Then I just feel something pushing me down into the bed. It was so fucking scary. Then it all just like came off me. I was like like that. It was fucking scary. And then I got up and ran out and ran into my mum's room, and I was crying my fucking eyes out. It was horrible. That was like the first kind of thing that like happened in that room, and it scared the shit out of me. And like when you come in the bedroom, there's like a cupboard this side, and it doesn't have doors on it, but it goes inwards. So every time I'd go in my room, I'd I felt like I had to check the cupboard before I like properly went in and stuff. But I remember waking up in the middle of the night one night and I could hear like a growling, but it wasn't like an animal growl. The only thing I could explain it was like a monster. Like that's what it like sounded like. It sounded really, really scary. A friend stayed over mine because she got kicked out from my mum's, had an argument with her and stuff. And we were laying in bed. And I woke up and I could feel the bed shaking a little bit, and she used to scratch her ear, yeah? So I thought it was that. I thought it was like, nee. So I was like, I remember waking up like a little bit and I was like, Snail, stop it, like under my breath. And then like I started waking up a little bit more and I could feel that the bed was actually moving. And I was like, what the fuck? And I woke up and the bed was literally like bam, 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 bam on the radiator. It was shaking that fucking hard. I was like, Snail, wake up. I was shaking her and she was dead out asleep. She wouldn't wake up. And then when she finally woke up, she was like, she's disturbed. And then, as soon as she was like, bed went boom, like stopped shaking. She was like, what's the matter? I just burst out crying. I was like, fuck, that was fucking scary. And it felt like someone was watching me as well when I was crying. That was so fucking scary. So that was one thing. Another thing, Ashleigh stayed over my house and we were watching TV. Like, I had like this little pink shitty little TV. We were watching like a DVD. I can't remember what it was now. But the TV was there and then the door was right next to it and we were watching. And I was laying in the front and Ashley was laying back, like behind me. But we were watching the TV, yeah? And then for some reason, I just felt myself look at like my door where my keyhole is. And I was staring at it. Literally, it just spanned, didn't it, Ashley? And we were both like, what the fuck? Ashley was like, literally... she was like, Louise, just ignore it. If you like pay attention to it, it'll get worse. We were like, what the fuck? And I don't know if it was that night or not, but you might as well explain what happened with the bed.
I think that was the same night.
Yeah, same night, yeah. Same night, guys. Don't fucking think I'm lying now because I've got witness here, yeah. No ghost shit ever happened to her. She never ever chats shit, yeah. She never lies. So listen to her. If you don't believe me, believe her.
So, whatever, after that, then I'm sure we turned TV off and we went to just pretend it or sleep or something. And he was lying there, and then like I felt like a big, like some foot in the like between us, like go deep down, like someone stepping over us. And then we see, like the bed was like even. I was like just looking up for time, and then it finally just got off, and I was like, the fuck? And obviously I was just like, let's just try to ignore that. So
exactly. Anyway, so there was that time and she woke up in the morning and was like, fucking hell, Louise, you're not fucking kidding. Something just stood in the fucking between us and I was fucking shitting myself. Yeah, that's happened to my boyfriend as well. He's woken up in the morning saying the fucking something stood on the middle of the bed, like pushed it right down so you could fully feel yourself like tilting inwards. Like literally that happened to him as well.
At one time I heard some like a little girl crying. I was like, yeah, I'm like,
the amount of times we've heard little girls crying, like, we'll be all downstairs and we'll hear someone crying, like, it sounds like it's coming right from the top of the stairs. It's fucking creepy.
Hey, remember that time when we was downstairs and we had a big bang from upstairs?
Yeah, basically, we were the only two people in the house, and we were downstairs, and literally, like, randomly, throughout the day, you'd just get massive bangs from upstairs, and you'll be like, it got to the point where I was so used to it, I'd be like, yeah, that's fucking Tim upstairs, the fucking ghost, you know what I mean? Like, and there was this one time, I fell asleep on the sofa, me and my boyfriend watching a film, and my whole family were upstairs sleeping, and I'd just finished college and stuff, so it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I ended up falling asleep, and then at 3 in the morning, my boyfriend, like, ran to me, and, like, started waking me up, yeah, and I was like, all like, you know when you're half asleep? I was half asleep and I woke up and I was like, what? Like, what's your problem? He was literally scared, and he doesn't get scared easily. He was like, Louise, I'm telling you now, someone ran down the stairs. I saw them because he was sat on the sofa over here. The living room door was here and the sofa was here. So I was laying down on this sofa sleeping and the TV's like here, yeah? Yeah. So he said, and you can see the stairs there, and there was like, it's like a short banister so you can see when someone comes down. So he said he saw someone run down the stairs, and he, from the corner of his eye, and he expected them to walk across into the kitchen, in the hallway, across into the kitchen, so across to where the sitting room door is. And he goes, I've waited fucking 10 minutes, and they're not coming through, and it's scaring the shit out of me. And I was like, didn't you go look? And then he was like, it's probably one of my brothers or sisters, like taking a piss. And then he was like, no, I haven't looked, Louise, I've just got a really bad feeling, I'm scared. And I'm like half asleep, I didn't really like think anything. And I've looked round the corner, no one's there. And then I've gone and turned off the light on the TV. We've went upstairs. We've got into bed. And then I'm laying in bed. And as soon as I've laid in bed and we're about to go back to sleep. Well, I'm about to go back to sleep. He's about to go to sleep. We hear like the back door handle go and all from all the way downstairs. And I was like, I listened and my mum was like, see, I fucking told you. I was like, the fuck? There's one wonky, like, loose tile in my hallway. and then I heard that like go and I was like, what the fuck? And it's quite loud, especially when it's that late at night. You can hear any creaks and anything. We were laying in bed, and then I could hear that, and then all you hear on the stairs is boom. And I was like, we were laying there, we were both fucking silent. We knew not to say nothing. Yeah, we were laying there, we were just listening, and we heard like boom, boom, coming up the stairs, and it got halfway up to the stairs, and it went silent, and then I could hear my cat running around, and the cat ran up and went onto the banister, and there's like the banister at the top of the landing, and then there's like this cardboard thing here, and when you hit it, it is quite loud, and all you hear is like that, like really loud. And I don't know how no one in my house woke up. No one in the house fucking woke up, yeah. And the cat, it made my heart, you know when something makes you jump so much and your heart fucking jumps out of your chest? It was like that. We both jumped. I just gripped onto my boyfriend's hand, and I was so fucking scared because my door is right where that was. And I was fucking shitting myself. I was so fucking scared. I was like, we're gonna die today. And I felt so sorry for my cat, because the cat was like, ah! And I ran down the stairs, and I was like skidded downstairs. You could even hear her like turn in the corner so fucking fast. She was shitting herself, yeah. And then all you hear is slowly back up to the top of the stairs, and then the landing was really creaky, and you could hear it walking. And like, as I said, like my door can't open, and I could hear it and see it getting like pushed. But like, it wasn't opening, but you could see, like, you could hear the creaking of the door being pressed against. And then I was fucking shitting myself, yeah. And I was like, I thought it was going to come in and kill us. Like, I was fucking scared. My boyfriend was scared. I think I was actually like crying because I felt so sorry for my cat, and I was scared that we were going to die too. And then it just went into my mum's room and slammed the door shut. And my mum and her boyfriend never woke up. I will do one video one time where my boyfriend can confirm the story, because it's true. I'm telling you, nothing I'm saying is lie. I'm promise, cross my heart, like, I swear to God. But I do think it's all down to, I did one Ouija board with one girl, and then we did it again with Ashleigh. They're both in my bathroom, but it wasn't like a proper Ouija board. We'd made it ourselves with like glass thing and shit, but it was still a fucking Ouija board, and we never like thought nothing of it. But I think that's why, because most of the shit that happened to fucking me. It happened to these lot as well. Like my mum, like when she first had a baby, like, there's my little sister, in her cot asleep, and my mum was downstairs on the computer, and then all she heard was this massive, like, boom, going down the stairs. She said it sounded like someone threw a fucking piano down the stairs. It was that fucking loud. She got up and she was shitting herself, and she had to force herself to go upstairs to check on my baby sister. After that, literally, my mum didn't even want to stay in the house. Like, she was always out 24/7. Like, she didn't want to be there. She even thought about getting priests to her house and shit, but don't know why she never fucking did that. I'm glad I left. I'm telling you now, if I stayed there and I had my boy, I have a feeling they would have done something to my kid, because everything was happening to me, and I feel like it's because I did a Ouija board. It was more connected to me. But since I've left, nothing's happened to me. We never took it seriously, but I've since found out that apparently if you're not doing it seriously, that's even worse. Like when you're innocent and you're young, like, you don't understand what you're doing, you're not doing it properly, like, fuck. Like, I just opened some next shit into my mum's house. When we first moved in, I knew there was like, we all knew there was something there, like, but we felt like it was people, like dead people. But when shit like was happening with like the loud bangs, and like it felt angry and evil, so I just feel like something evil was in that house after I did the Ouija boards. But that's the story time. I have loads more scary stories with the ghost things, but they're like the main ones that just stick in my head right now. And if you have any ghost stories, please comment down below and let me know. I do truly believe in ghosts. I know they're real because I've fucking experienced it. You can't tell me different. You cannot tell me any different that they're not real, because I fucking know they are. They are. If you don't believe in them, I just feel like you're either too scared to believe in them, or you just have not had any, like, fucking experiences at all. Or you're like one scientist person and you want to put everything down to science, but it comes to a point where you can't put that shit down to fucking science. You just can't. Like, look at her, she's like, real talk, bro, real talk. If you like this video and you thought it was like scary and spooky, I'm gonna put a ghost there somewhere. Please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be doing other story times. I will be doing some makeup tutorials because I do love makeup and stuff, but I feel like story time is just a bit more fun for me to do and more fun for you guys to watch. So yeah, it's just better all round, isn't it? Also, please subscribe to my channel. I really want to get to 100 subscribers because I know it's the hardest to get, and with your guys' support, like sharing my videos and getting everyone to subscribe to my channel, it will be really helpful. I love all of you guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.